Guys, moving abroad has never been so easy, and recently I moved to the UK with my family, and one thing that has constantly been on my mind is an effective way or an efficient way for me to save money. We moved here as a family of five, my husband, I, and then three of my children. So it has always been so much work trying to manage the resources we have and figure out ways that we can save money in the UK so that we can be able to take care of ourselves and have some extra cash at hand. On this video, I'm going to be sharing with you sure ways that will help you to save money as a new immigrant in the UK, as an international student, and also as a family with dependents and all. So stick around and watch this video to the very end. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Like this video, as I'm saying it right now. Like this video so that YouTube can suggest it to more people. Okay. Also subscribe to my channel and let's give this ride a very good work. Okay. Let's go to the video immediately. There are so many ways which you can save money in the UK, from housing to feeding to shopping. And trust me, it might just come up like one pound or 50 pence that you are saving. But when you come to lump them up together on the long run, you notice that at the end of the day, you would have saved a lot of money. One sure way to save money in this UK, in the abroad generally, is by getting an affordable accommodation. So for some persons, it might be too late because you're already in the city where accommodation is not affordable and you have to make do with what is affordable in that city. So if you are there and you've already gotten to that city, you've chosen a school or you've gotten work in that city, all you can do is just to, pay the house rent for what is available there and then start working out maybe other options as you go. So once you get into your house and you've paid the house rent, if it's a furnished apartment, fine. If it's not a furnished apartment, there are ways you can furnish your apartment and save some money. Firstly, you can check out buying things from charity stores, appliances from charity stores, and also buying appliances off Facebook Market. You can also buy appliances. Look for freebies. There are free items that you can get and use it to furnish your apartment. If you are not trying to save cost, please, this video is not for you. But if you're trying to save cost, if you're trying to manage resources, then continue watching this video to the very end. Okay, so number one is on housing. Also, when you're looking for housing, check out the tax band of that area. Check out the electricity rating. I know that looking for accommodation can be very frustrating, and you'll be like, let me have it, let me get a house. If only I can just get a house, so that you not get a house, and by the time the electricity bills will be coming up and the council tax will be coming up, you'll be like, what is going on? So check the tax band of the location where you're looking for house. Study the tax band, study the electricity energy rating of that area to know if they have higher tariff. Some of these hybrid area, they have higher tariff than the other. So study all that so that you will not get an accommodation and then you'll be in a hurry to want to move because of the kind of bills that you're getting in that place. I hope this makes sense. So the next thing that you can do to save a whole lot of money is on food. There are a lot of ways you can save money on food. Firstly is from buying food stuff. Okay, when you want to buy food stuff, guys, there are different shops in this town, but some shops are cheaper than some shops. Okay, now if you go to shops like Lidl and Aldi, you get things cheaper than when you cross over to maybe Asda, Tesco, and Sainsbury. Things are cheaper, are more expensive in those stores. So if you are trying to save money on food stuff, go to Lidl and Asda. Look at all these British stores, they are cheaper. Also, I encourage you, if you're an African and you've come to the UK, you have to try exploring the kind of food they eat here. Shopping from African stores, they are not cheap at all. And if you did not come with your African food or what, and you want to be buying food from African stores and be eating African food, that's a lot of money. If you can afford it, fine. But if you're trying to cut costs, you can get your children, get your family to, start eating the British food, like drinking their milk, eating their food. Their food is not expensive, to be honest. Their food is so subsidized here that you can easily afford it. Also, if you must eat African food, there are stores where you get African food at a more affordable rate. For example, if you go to the Pakistan stores or the Caribbean stores, you get African food, Nigerian food at a more affordable rate than when you go to African stores. I hope this makes sense. Also, explore buying things from open markets. I have videos of me going to open markets and buying things. You see how affordable things are. You buy things plenty and they are affordable. So if you have a large family and you want everybody to eat and be full and you will have plenty without spending so much money, go to open markets and buy. Also, you can gather your friends. Once you come, you can gather your friends, go to wholesale markets, buy things in very large quantity, and you people will share in bulk. You will have spent lesser money and you will have a lot to eat, because food is a necessity. You can do without buying clothes, but you cannot really do without food, especially when you have children, even if you're on a fast. So bulk buying will save you a whole lot. You buy in bulk and you use it for a very long time. You can save money on food is cooking in bulk. When you cook in bulk, you save money on either electricity or on gas, and also you save money on food. So on Sundays or on Saturdays, I use it to do my bulk cooking. I can cook pasta, cook noodles, cook a lot of things and store it in the refrigerator. Soups, stews, they are all there. Do you know that the same quantity of gas that you use to cook one cup of beans might also be enough for 3 cups of beans? So if you're cooking in bulk, you're spending the same time in cooking it and you get the same result. Moreover, you've made a lot of food. So what does that say? Cooking in bulk saves you money on electricity and gas bills as well. So you have your food already stacked up in the refrigerator. All you can do is pop it up in the microwave, or you can heat it on the gas, whichever one works for you. Another place you can save money is you can use all these stores. They have their club cards, they have their rewards, they have their loyalty cards. Use them. You can finish shopping from a store, and by the time you scan their loyalty card or their club cards, you will get a discount of sometimes £6, £10, depending on the quantity of what you bought. Okay, and depending on the things that you got from the store. So those monies are not they're not easy to come by. So just keep using all the loyalty cards, keep using all the freebies, keep using all the club cards that all these stores they have. You'll be very shocked and amazed at how many the amount of money that you will save. Also, target sales. In this country, they run sales a lot. Target sales. Look for stores that are running sales and buy from them. Please, when buying from stores that are running sales, don't buy things you don't need because it's on sale. Make sure you're buying things that you need. But just target when they are running sales, and you save money when you buy things when they are on sales. So target when they are on sales, buy those things off them, and you would have saved some money. Also, you can shop from charity stores, like I mentioned in the beginning. If you need clothing, you need toys for your children, you need a lot of things that you can get from charity stores. And when you buy those things from charity stores and come, people will not even know that you bought them from charity stores. Some cheaper stores where you can also buy clothes, like Primark, like Pep and Co. There is Next. All these stores you can buy affordable clothes for your children. Asda, George, all these shops, they are cheaper, they are more affordable. Let me not say cheap, they are more affordable than the other stores. Okay, like just buying school shoes and school clothes for my kids, Asda, George is go to, and you get nice affordable things and at very very good prices. Also, if you're shopping online, try to avoid all this their delivery, paying for delivery. That's one of the reasons why I don't shop online, because the money for delivery is so much. So if I want to shop online, I shop a lot of things that I need and I have them delivered at the same time when I know that I will not be paying delivery fee, because I say I'm an amount that you will shop. Like in Amazon, if you shop up to £20 now, you will be getting free delivery. So I'll just keep picking and paying small and but hold on to delivery until it's up to £20, and I know the delivery is free. and they deliver it for me free. Delivery is not cheap, like £4, or sometimes delivery is like £7, depending on the products you got or what you bought. So £7, £4 is a lot of money for you to save just on shopping and delivery of one item. Also, for shopping from Asda and George, you can shop and then go and physically collect the product. You can click and collect the product. So there are so many ways you can do it. You have your bus ticket already. Just walk into the store, you click and collect the product that you have already shopped. Okay. Another very effective way for you to save money in this country on light and on electricity and your gas and also water. For the lights, the UK government posted, just gave guidelines on the council website on how you can conserve electricity. It's a lot, but one of it is that just make sure that when you're not using any lights, you just turn it off. When you are not in a place, turn off the lights. Make sure that make sure that you turn off the appliances from the switch and unplug them when you're not using. It's not just turning it off, you turn it off and you unplug them when you're not using them for you to save energy. I also saw a couple who said that when they're leaving their house, they turn off their electricity completely and then they turn it on when they are back. If that works for you, fine. And they confirm that it saves them some units of electricity, okay, when they are not at home, nobody is at home, they turn it off. So if that works for you, fine, okay, in saving electricity. Then for water, try as much as possible to use water without leaving the tap on. You can use your sink. When I want to wash plates, you fill the sink with warm water that you need and you block the sink and you do the washing. When you finish washing with that water, you run it out and put fresh water for rinsing. That will save you water. Everything is bill low. If you're coming from Nigeria where the bills don't come like this, you have your borehole and you can spend the whole time in the bathroom showering and showering and showering. It's not like this in this country. Oh. So we are now doing it. I now understand British people, the economy is too much. You have to manage water. There is water, oh, but you manage it. I think the idea is so that people will not be wasteful, so that people will not be extravagant. Because if the water is everywhere, the light is everywhere, and you can use it without looking back, people will be very, very extravagant. If you want to know, look at people who stay in shared apartments. You see how they turn on heating and they just leave it like that. But if you're not staying in a shared apartment that has bills inclusive, if you're turning on your heating, you make sure that you're really, really cold and you need to turn on heating. So it's about people tend to be very extravagant when they are not paying for it. That is the way the human beings are wired. And I think I've mentioned it here. Don't buy things that you don't need just because they are discounted or because they are on sales. Okay, you go to a store and you see things like buy one for £1, then buy three for £2. You don't go and buy three that you don't need for £2. You've spent extra £1 that you didn't want to spend. It's just one that you wanted to buy. So stick with your budget whenever you go shopping. Don't allow sales to make you to be buying, but you will spend more money. And at the end of the day, you you have things that you don't need. So whenever I go to shop and there are different brands for a particular product I want to buy, I go for the cheapest. For example, you go to Lidl to buy mixed frozen veggies, and you will see the one that is £2.49. You see the one that is £2, and you see the one that is 69p. And it's the same thing that is inside. I don't see the Jebu in me cannot understand why I would pick the one that is £2.59 when it's the same thing. If you have the money and you have a taste for that one that is like £2.59, no problem. But I'm trying to save cost, so I'll just pick the one that is 69p and move on. Also, there is this ketchup, tomato ketchup, right? Hence, tomato ketchup is about I think it's about £3 49. While there's this other ketchup that is also on shelf there that is I think about 60p. I just when my husband went to buy ketchup, he bought the one for £3.49. So the day that I went shopping myself and I now saw the one that is 60p, I was like, why didn't you buy the one that is 60p? Not be the same ketchup. It's the same ketchup now. So unless we are in a place where you know that the cheaper the the prices, the lesser the quality. But here, the standard of anything you see on shelf is at least is minimal. Is good is good quality. They don't reduce the standard because of the cost or something. I don't know how to explain it, but I just trust the fact that this country, they are particular about lives and things on the shelf. So I'm not worried that because it's cheap or because it's more affordable means that the quality is lesser. No, I'm not worried about it. It's just a brand name here. And if people who have fantasized or fraternized with those brands will still buy from them. Okay, another way you can save money on shopping is whenever you're going to shop, go with your bag, go with your trolley, just go with your bag. A bag is 30p. 30p is nothing, but imagine that you go shopping and you need to like buy like 3 or 4 bags or even 5 bags. That's 30p times 5 is £1 20. That's money that you don't even want to that is it's unnecessary for you to spend, because in your house you have lots of bags in your house. So I've made it like is now a constant for me. Every time I'm going to school, anywhere I'm going to, I just fold a bag and put in my bag and put in my handbag or my backpack, whichever one, so that I know that I have a bag. Lola will always tell me carry bag. So I always carry bag so that when I want to shop, I don't have to buy bag. Most times you might forget and buy, but just make it a habit to carry bag along. Guys, another thing is that labor is not cheap in this country. Labor is not cheap at all. So learn to do things yourself. Like this, my hair now, I made it by myself. Okay, this abroad is making me to channel my inner hairdressing, whatever. Yes, I know how to make hair. I've always known how to make hair, both Ghana weaving and all. But while in Nigeria, why do I have to stress myself to start making my hair when I can walk into a salon and make my hair? And it's not like I need to break a bank to do that. But I'm here now where if you want to make your hair, it's like 40 to 60 pounds, depending on where you're going to make it and depending on who is making it for you. So imagine that I had to pay somebody, okay, this is a very simple hairstyle. I have to pay somebody maybe £15 or £20 to make this hair for me. But I just saved that money by making this hair for myself. Then I also make my daughter's hair. Okay, I make my hair, I make my daughter's hair. One thing again that you can do is to cut your children's hair. I haven't tried that before. I don't know how that is going to work, but I don't mind getting a clipper, watch some videos on YouTube and cut their hair. Okay, because you'll be saving money on the long run. You're trying to settle down. You don't even have enough cash on you. You don't even you're not settled, and what you don't want to be doing is to be spending money up and down. If you have the money to spend, why not go ahead and spend it? But if you're trying to save cost, I'm sure that you might pick 1 or 2 things that will benefit you on this video. Artisans are very affordable in Nigeria. Here in this country, they are called handymen. These guys are not cheap. Oh. They're not cheap at all. I heard somebody who said that when they were moving their house, it was touching that they paid handymen £25 per hour to help them around the house. My dear, you have to help yourself, buy your toolbox and get to work. You have to even paint yourself. There's nothing you cannot do for yourself. You won't know that you have it in you until you start trying to, do things yourself. Learn to do things yourself. You really need to learn to do things by yourself in this town. If not, anybody you call to do anything is going to charge you, and the person will charge you really high because labor is not cheap at all. Finally, another way for you to save money is on transportation. For students, you can get your student discount, bus pass. You can shop in stores too that give student discount. There are some stores that give discounts to students, even on food to students, but you can insist on eating at home. Eat at home. Cook your food at home and eat. Outside is very expensive. You can never compare food you cook in your house and eat well than eating out. Outside is expensive. Cook your food at home. So finally, on transportation, if you have different adults in the house, you can buy physical bus tickets and you guys can rotate it in the house. Now this one is not a student one. This is just buying normal tickets and anybody can use it in the house. You go out in the morning, you use the ticket, you come back, the next person that is going out will use the ticket. That way it's still the same money people are spending on transportation and it's rotating with everybody in the house. I don't know if this video you picked up 1 or 2 things. I'm going to leave in the comment section some sites or some link to websites where you can get free things on in the UK. There is Facebook Market, there is Trash Nothing, there is Free Cycle. I'll leave their links in the description box. Get things for free on those websites, guys. So I've come to the end of this video, guys. Please share this video with someone. Like this video, subscribe to this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.